Hey guys, it's Bree and welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I am going to be doing my June 2021 manga haul. In the month of June, I got quite a few books from actual bookstores, so I don't actually have any unboxing footage since I picked these up physically within store. Anyways, let's just jump into it. So the first volume that I got was Drifting Dragons Volume 8. I've been loving Drifting Dragons so much, I'm really excited to see where they go in Volume 8. I haven't read this yet, but excited to dive in. Then I also picked up Blue Period Volume 3. I continue to really like Blue Period. I also haven't read this volume yet. Honestly, a lot of these volumes I haven't read yet because I just picked them up recently. But yes, Blue Period is a manga about art, and I did do a review of the first volume, and I'll probably update that review eventually. I feel bad because that's like one of my most popular manga reviews, but it's also one of my worst manga reviews, so that's kind of sad, but whatever. I'll definitely be doing an updated Blue Period review as more volumes come out. Next, I picked up Starcrossed Volume 2. Oh my gosh, if you like body swap manga, Starcrossed is amazing. It is so funny and fun, and honestly, Junko wrote it, so like it's just kind of crazy comedy. Like, I don't know, the main character is like a huge fangirl who swaps body with her favorite idol. Like, it's just amazing series, and I love it so much so far, and I am so excited for more volumes. This volume was excellent. I also picked up the first volume of Yakuza Lover. This is a manga that is actually a love manga that is published by Viz under the Shoujo Beat title, which I find really funny because I mean, this manga is a mature manga, so it comes wrapped, just FYI. But honestly, I don't know if I really liked the plot of this one. I thought that it was a little too over the top at times for how ridiculous the scenarios were and just how wealthy and powerful the main love interest is. I guess I wasn't really, I don't know, I think that his type doesn't really appeal to me, but I could see a lot of people really liking this title, and I definitely like that more love manga is being published physically. I just realized that I've been stacking all of them in a way where their titles are upside down. I'm gonna fix that. There you go. The next manga that I picked up was Our Not So Lonely Planet Travel Guide. This is a title by Tokyopop, and honestly, I ended up liking this title way more than I thought I would. At first, I was a little bit iffy of the art style, but once I started reading it, I actually quite enjoyed the art style, and honestly, the plot is just so fun. It's about these two guys who decide that they are going to travel the world together to maybe eventually get married after it. And it's about their adventures as they go through all of these different foreign countries. And it is just such a fun read. I highly recommend it. The next manga that I picked up is I Think Our Son Is Gay, Volume 1. Oh my gosh, this one is just so sweet. Originally, I think this was a comic that was passed around on Twitter, and then it became a full-fledged manga, and I love it for it. It is just so cute. It's about a mom who knows that her son is gay, but also is kind of like waiting patiently for him to actually tell her, even though the signs are all so obvious, and I think it's just so sweet. She is so supportive and wonderful, and honestly, I think that it's everyone who is part of the LGBT community's fantasy for their parents to be just this supportive and kind. I highly recommend checking out this manga. It is such a feel-good read. The next two volumes that I got were actually gifts from my boyfriend for my birthday. The first one is Vinland Saga Volume 2. Very excited. He actually got me the first volume of Vinland Saga, and it's funny because I'm like, oh, I want to get the second volume, and then he got me the second volume, and I'm like, excellent. I mean, these volumes are just so expensive that it's really nice to get them as gifts. I haven't read this one yet, but I'm really excited to dive into it. The first volume was very promising, and I just hear that Vinland Saga just gets better as it goes along. So excited to see where this volume takes me. Another manga that I got as a gift from my boyfriend is The Witch and the Beast. I've heard a lot of good things about this manga too. I haven't actually read it yet, but I mean, I love witches, so like it's gonna probably be an easy win for me. I love anything witch related, anything like modern supernatural, just in general, is right up my alley. So hopefully I enjoy this title as much as a lot of people I've seen have liked it. Another manga that I picked up in June was Days of Fes, which is a music festival manga. I already read this volume and it was so good. I love when like manga has really specific premises of like places you can go or things that you can do. This one in particular is similar to Euro Camp, where it's explaining like how to go to music festivals and things you should bring with you, and then it's just so exciting to see. And I am honestly really jealous of the characters because we don't have music festivals here right now due to COVID, but like in a non-COVID time, it's like, oh, I would just want to go. Really sweet manga, really fun characters, excellent art style. What else can I say? I also picked up Claire Orange, which is a Girls Love or Yuri title. Honestly, I just saw this in store and it looks so freaking cute, and I knew that it was a whole bunch of short stories and I was like, sold, done. I want to read it. It's funny because this manga is rated M, but I've read through like half of it and I'm like, why though? Maybe a little bit of nudity is in there, but not really anything that I feel like would really warrant the M rating, but I don't know. Maybe it gets crazier near the end of the manga. Really enjoyed this title so far. Excited to read more of it. The next few manga that I'm going to show are actually wrapped, so sorry about how reflective they're going to be. The local comic book store that I picked them up from just keeps them wrapped to keep them in good condition, I think. The first manga that I picked up is volume 7 of A Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow. This is a very slow burn Yuri title that I have been really enjoying, although I am feeling the slow burn. Like I do hope that something happens in this volume to progress their relationship, but I guess if it doesn't, that's okay too. It just prolongs the series, and I have been really enjoying the series. But, you know, there's a point where you're like, oh, I just want them to be together. And that is definitely for this manga. I'm like, just talk to each other, please. I also picked up the first volume of Nicola Traveling Around the Demon's World. This manga just looks so absolutely adorable. I saw it on Simply G's channel and I'm like, oh, I just need to pick it up one day. So I finally committed to picking up the series. I think this series is only 3 volumes. If that's true, I'll just pick up next 2 volumes right away because I love me a good short series. But yes, also wrapped and not read yet. We're getting quite a stack in the background, but I think I only have 2 more to show, so I'll just keep stacking. I also picked up from the same comic book store the first volume of Sasaki Miano. I've heard a lot of cute things about this manga, so I decided that I wanted to try it out. I do like the art style from what I've seen of it, and honestly, the one complaint I have is that this volume is so freaking thin for how expensive it is. Guys, please just just include another chapter in here. It's very expensive. I don't know. Excited to see if I like this series. Finally, the last manga that I picked up in June is Restaurante Paradiso by Natsume Ono. I've heard a lot of good things about Natsume Ono as an author, especially with all of their different series. So I wanted to check out at least one of their series, and I decided on this one because it's a one-shot, so it should be easy to just get a sample of what they're like. They have a really distinctive art style, which I really appreciate. I love manga that sometimes has like a very, very distinct art style, and this definitely falls in that category. Yeah, excited to jump into it. Haven't read it yet, obviously. Still wrapped. But yeah, okay. And that is all of the manga that I picked up in June. Definitely a smaller haul, but I am okay with that. I've been cutting down on the amount of manga that I've been buying just so that I can save up for other things. I've also been reading less manga, but that's mostly because I've been working more on creative projects. I don't know if any of those will actually end up on YouTube or not. I've been working on short videos of characters from my Chronicles of Darkness campaign. So I don't know if anyone would be interested at some point if I did like a video on art or something, or just I dropped an animatic on this channel. Would anyone be mad about that? But yeah, not a huge reading month, not a huge manga pickup month. We'll see where July will take me, but I have definitely been enjoying all of the manga that I did read this month. And I am excited to dive into the rest that I haven't read yet. Definitely let me know in the comments if there are any titles that you saw that you thought were cool or that you would want to read, or let me know what you picked up this month. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope that you have a great day. Bye!